Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Water Online Show on location. My name is Angela Godwin, and I am coming to you from WEFTech 2025 here in Chicago. Joining me today, please welcome my guests, Brad Hornburg and Corey Williams. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate
Absolute pleasure.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So Brad is with Badger Meter and Corey with SmartCover Systems, which has just become part of Badger Meter. And I want to talk about that growth. So Brad, maybe you can tell me, we know that there's been a lot of growth the last few years, a lot of great and thoughtful acquisitions, SmartCover, of course, being one of those. What does SmartCover becoming part of the Badger Meter brand mean for wastewater systems and collection systems portfolio now?
It's a great question. Again, thank you for having us. And we have been in acquisition mode over the last many years. 5 years probably has been very heavy, but SmartCover really brings a strategic piece for us as we're focusing on the water cycle as a whole. Mm-hmm. And one of the areas that we've missed or just not found the right partner on, which we have now, which is SmartCover, is the collection side of things. And this really brings a complete water cycle with previous acquisitions and now SmartCover on board, the complete water cycle view. So
that's great. That's fantastic. Wow, really very holistic approach now, right?
Absolutely.
To what you can do.
It really offers up the opportunity to think about how we're managing the distribution systems, the collection systems, and gathering the data for all of that sort of outside the fence. And certainly there's inside the fence solutions, but when you really think about it, it's bringing that data from everything that happens out in the networks into one place.
That's great. That's great. Corey, for viewers that aren't familiar with SmartCover and the technology, can you just give us a little overview?
Yeah,
what
so
is it?
You bet. So SmartCover is fundamentally kind of three basic areas. So the first is level monitoring in the collection system. Mm-hmm. So the level monitoring is doing everything from I&I to cleaning optimization, SSO prevention, helping stop basement backups, those kinds of things. That a typical level monitor, that's what we want to do. The second is H2S. So managing and helping with chemical dosing for hydrogen sulfide in the collection system. And the third area is kind of what I'll call a light SCADA, which is that we do lift station monitoring and control. So we're not only monitoring the lift station, but we're also controlling the pumps in those lift stations. So it really is holistically the collection system that we're dealing with. The hydrogen sulfide, the flow and level, and then the lift stations.
That's fantastic. That's great. Really fits nicely into the family of Badger Meter products for sure. So Brad, what are some of the ways that the company is helping to really optimize wastewater treatment facility operation and integrating water quality data into the approach?
Sure. Badger Meter has been known for so long on the billing meter side that, our customers and our channel partners aren't even necessarily aware of some of the products that we do have. So we've spent a lot of time really focusing on those in the plant, wastewater and drinking water treatment opportunities, but on wastewater specifically, along with a long list of in situ sensors that we can help roughly, any application that a plant operator and or superintendent is trying to, get insight into their process or optimize their efficiency. And even optimize their manpower. Manpower for wastewater treatment has been a real issue, and automation in process instrumentation has really served a function in allowing them the latitude to be able to still meet the needs of their plant and their communities. So those in situ sensors have really been, that first stepping stone for us in optimizing a plant's capability.
That's great. It all comes down to optimizing, right? So we're doing things efficiently.
It really does. You think about all of the amazing tool sets. WEF just at the today announced the Center of Excellence around AI Water AI Nexus. And when you think about how does all this AI that's going to help water utilities, wastewater utilities really perform, or fundamentally, none of that happens without the data. Mm-hmm. Right? Accurate data, reliable data, right? If you can't produce that data, the AI has nothing to work off of. Machine learning has nothing to work off of. So you think about that. And obviously what Badger can do in those that software, data analytics, AI spaces. But fundamentally, it's providing the data in that super accurate, super reliable.
I was going to say the accuracy is what really it comes down to, because I mean, data is great, and an AI going to need that data, but it needs good data.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
So, Brad, tell me about, when you kind of look out and think about the future of wastewater management, wastewater system management. How does Badger Meter figure into that? How do you really help customers just do the most they can with the tools that are available?
Absolutely. I mean, Badger is really focusing on BlueEdge, which is our holistic view of the water cycle. And now that we have more of a complete picture to that water cycle, one of the biggest things is what's next. We rely on our channel partners and our customers to sometimes give us some insight into that, but we really need to think outside the box sometimes to maybe create a solution to a problem that we didn't even know existed yet. This is something that we sort of did with our billing meter side, with our AMI capabilities. And I think right now, when it comes to wastewater specifically, looking at the future is really to be able to be proactive instead of reactive. So many times the wastewater treatment plant doesn't necessarily know what they have coming to them until it's at their front door. And to really be able to optimize any part of your process, the data, anything, it doesn't matter. If you don't know what's really coming at you, then you don't really know how to prepare for it. So SmartCover, as well as our acquisition with SCAN, has really given us the ability to tell plants, hey, there's a disruption. There's a weather event that may not have been an issue at the moment, but now it is an issue. So instead of having to react to a catastrophic situation, you can actually prepare, have a plan. You can actually, set up some strategy on if this type of situation occurs, here's what our playbook is. And I think right now that's really what our future look is how do we really give plants the ability to plan ahead and have a strategy instead of having to react after it already hits.
That's really cool. Really help them get out ahead, out in front of these events.
Yeah. I think Brad makes excellent point there. I often will quote the great philosopher Mike Tyson, who said, right, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And Brad nails the planning part of it, right? But what do you need on the backside of a disaster for that resiliency, right? Well, you need products that can provide the data for now that the disasters happen, now that whatever it is has occurred, how do we modify our plan? How do we react? How do we deploy resources in the community? And we have to, again, go back to that reliable set of data, right, that we can depend on when that's over to inform us on how to best execute that plan.
Okay. That's great. Well, it's very exciting times.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on the acquisition, and cannot wait to see the great things that you guys are going to do together. So if our viewers want to learn more, though, where do they go for?
So actually at WefTech, formerly both SmartCover, Badger Meter, we had our separate websites because the acquisition happened back in January. But at WefTech is when we actually move all of our products onto the Badger Meter website.
Fantastic.
So if customers still have SmartCover, it'll transfer over. That's great. But badgermeter.com is where everyone should go. That has all the products across the entirety of the Badger Meter product line.
Excellent. Such a robust website. I visit pretty frequently. You guys have great case studies, a lot of resources, all kinds of information for folks to check out. So badgermeter.com. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Wish you both the best of luck going forward.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. This has been the Water Online Show on location, and my name is Angela Godwin.